I'm sorry. I've been riffing the whole time. Any other aspects that you want to talk about before we wrap up? Just had your mind blown. That you could touch on what I've said before.
All right, here's a small thing that I figured out. So with Renoir being the curator.
Yes.
So
that blew my mind too.
Yeah, that part
crazy.
But before you find that out, he's at camp and he's in that cave. Mm-hmm. And if you see where he's standing in the cave, if you stand where he's standing and turn to the left, he has a direct sight to the monolith. Where he's always I don't know if there's any way to look that up, but if you because you go in through one side and there's a small slit to the left of him, and if you look, the monolith is right through that slit, so he can always see the monolith. So he can always see what his goal is to get back to his wife, and so the whole time, it is perfectly set up. It's it's not a coincidence. It's intentional.
I found that opening because one time when I went to the camp, I couldn't find Lune, and Lune was standing over there.
Yeah, she was standing at the cliff. Yeah,
and then I looked and I was like, "Hey, why is this opening to? Where's this go?" And it goes to him, and I was like, "Oh, all right, cool." But now you say that, it's like,
it's set up just for him to be able to see the monolith at all times. And
that's crazy.
Yeah,
and it still blew my mind when I found the painters was the wife. I was like,
yeah,
what?
I was like, huh?
Yeah.
So wait, like I said, my first reaction when we went past, I thought the end of the game. I was like, all right. And first of all, to me, I thought the fight wasn't that hard. I was like, okay, this is cool. And everything. I'm like, I should have thought this is way too easier of a fight. Why is this easy? Why is this fight so? This is the last of the game? Nope. Nope, not at all.
That was the thing for That was the thing for me too. Because when I beat the Patriots, I was like, it's still Act 2. What else is there to do?
Yeah, I heard there was Act 3. So
yeah, I was like,
what's going on?
I like stories have 3 acts. So what's Act 3 if I've already beat the main bad guy? And then that whole thing with the letter happened, and I was like, oh crap! Everything I thought was happening in this game wasn't actually happening the way I thought it was. It was being shown to us.
Yeah, I was just like, well, everything is out the window now. I guess so you can do something else. And I think one thing I did see because it's like I said, like we all can say, this thing is all about grief, how people handle it. The only person ever actually handled the grief with the ending was Verso. He actually handled the grief. It accepted it because they were I think he died and stuff like that, and then this stuff never happened. My aunt never accepted that grief. She never accepted it. If you go to her ending, it went back into the paint world, and she was basically the new paintress at the end of the day. So I don't think she ever accepted that whole thing ever happening. If that's the way her story ended, at least that's how I interpret it.
So when you do the Verso ending, and he takes takes the bullet for everybody, you know what I'm saying? Right. And CL understood, and I think shout out to Lune also when they realized what'd she say? Matt, remember when you caught this? She was like, "I will not sit until this."
Oh, she was like, done. Yep.
And she sat down.
She said, "The mission doesn't end as long as any of us are standing," or something like that.
Yeah.
And I realized at the very end, she sits. Yeah.
I was like, I didn't realize at first. I was like, "What's the matter with you?" Oh shoot!
Yeah.
She sat down, kind of like when a young person is upset or whatever.
Yeah, like throwing a tantrum.
Yeah, I was like, "What you mad about? We doing what's for the best for the queen right now, you know." But but I think when you accept that ending and she's outside with the family, and of course, how you want to interpret that when they truly honor Verso's death and Clea walks away, kind of like the family, the mother and father are hugging, and Mael / Alicia, the real Alicia, just kind of accepts it and sees the party disappear, and it's like, yeah, it is what it is. I'm back to my real life. And Clea's not like, I'm not hugging up. I'm about to go back to this work, whatever fight they got going on that caused this whole situation in the first place.
Yeah, with the writers, or whatever.
Yeah, and the idea that I think that part. Mael accepted it. Now, a coworker of mine pointed out that so you want he picked the ending with Mael. He's like, because basically, if you pick Verso's ending, so you want to put her back into a emotionally abusive situation. I was like, how so? So because the mother blames her for killing Verso.
Yeah, if you when they have all the different journals you can pick up, and you get her journal, she's like, I can't even look at her, and so her mom wants like nothing to do with her.
Oh, that's add even more to this. Damn, I guess that is true. Maybe she's emotionally abusive situation.
But I don't think I feel like that also has to do with her not dealing with her grief.
Yeah,
the mom.
Who, the mom?
And I think
most definitely, it's definitely her not dealing.
And I mean, getting rid of that painting has her have to face her own grief as well, so that might change.
Yeah,
we don't know. We don't know what happens at that point. Yeah,
we don't. It's up now. It's up now. What we love as gamers, as storytellers, as viewers, as consumers. Mm-hmm. Some people want a clarified ending, and that's fine. Everybody has their choice or whatever. But this opens up to say, in a discussion I had with my coworker, either you view it as they all go get therapy and they live happily ever after,
that's how it could be.
Or they don't deal. Mom continues to ignore her. And Mael maybe eventually, I can't live with this, paints her own painting, whatever other options she takes, because no one does the necessary work after this traumatic event is even resolved. So basically, it would be like you might as well have just left her in the painting for all that, for the possible negativity that follows getting her out of the painting. Getting everybody out of the painting and wiping the painting clean. Mm-hmm. So,
Yeah, I think it's the way the grief is handled and stuff. It's like we're talking about all this stuff right now, like and it's like when we're talking about all this laying and peeling all this stuff back, it reminds me of Lupe album. It reminds me of a Lupe album, like, and that's why he's like one of my favorite rappers. Like when we're talking about all these layers and stuff like that, like this game like is reminding me of like his second album, The Cool, because it was. When you first hear it, it's just regular, like, it's okay, somebody, he's talking about a drug dealer that, like, I think he died and stuff like that back. He died, and he's telling them, like, he's basically, like, rose from the dead and stuff like that, and he's going back into his hood and stuff, whatever. It's like, he's, for matter of words, that's pretty much what it is. And then, when you look more into it in the songs, he's talking about more stuff beyond that. And I feel like that's what's happening with this game. Like, what I'm saying? It's like, as to maybe poor comparison, that's my comparison.
No, I'm with it. Like, I'm with it.
There's just so many layers that it's talking about different things and stuff like that. And that's why when it talks about video games, like it's just art. Like, this is art to the fullest extent, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like, it's just gameplay art, storytelling, art, like everything about it, like life lesson art. It's just everything about this is just crazy. Like, whew, it's a wonderful experience. I'll say that.
Period.
Do you guys have a favorite character?